I think Shire Ministries' vision is to just bring the gospel to places that need it the most. You know, you go into these countries, I've only been to Haiti, but these people are born into this country. They don't have a choice where they're born. They're born into this poverty. They're born into this lifestyle. And then you have things such as earthquakes and hurricanes and things that just don't make it easier for them. And where voodoo is such a huge part of it and Satan is so prevalent, I think, you know, Shire Ministries comes in and shows through his gospel, through his music, through the missionaries going and helping. And yeah, we build homes and we, you know, do medical missions, but I think just showing people that somebody who is a follower of Jesus cares for them, I think that's huge in giving them a hope that there is hope with Jesus Christ. There are lots of opportunities when we've been in Haiti with Shire Ministries to evangelize. We've been on prayer walks through the slum areas. We go to the schools and Don plays his trumpet and we did a play. We did David and Goliath play and the kids thought that was just really cool. We go to the church and we build alongside these people and they can't speak English, we can't speak Creole, but we build alongside with them and we talk about, you know, Jesus with them as maybe they can understand, maybe they can't. But I think just showing that we love and we care and we're here to help them. Just also through the medical missions, we go help people that, you know, just make sure they're okay. They like that reassurance to make sure they're okay. And then after they're done, we pray with them, whether it be with a translator or sign language, whatever. We can pray with them and make them feel like they're loved. And also with the kids, like the kids are the big, huge part of it. You know, we teach them songs, they teach us songs, and it's just kind of a huge, huge combination. Discipleship means taking what you know and going out into the world and just showing it. You know, going out and I want somebody to look at me and go, wow, she follows Jesus and she really cares about people and cares about what's going on with other people. And I think it's about going out and just helping and talking and showing people that there is some other hope and there's some other way besides, you know, the other alternative. Well, one of the reasons I went to Haiti is because Shire Ministries came to our church and did a concert. And if you have a dry eye after one of his concerts, I don't know if you're human, but my husband and I were sitting in church during his concert and we just couldn't contain ourselves. It was just so overwhelming. The pictures, the music, just everything kind of overwhelms you. And that day I decided that, you know, Lord, show me a sign if we should go on a mission trip. And funny enough, Pastor David, our head pastor, we walked out of church and my husband and I he handed us forms to go to Haiti and we thought, well, you know, that's a pretty good sign. But it's just, it's everything. It's Shire Ministries just offers an entire package of just heart-wrenching, you want to go. So, wow, there are so many ways to support Shire Ministries. Locally here, another church has done two big things through Shire Ministries. They have a Haiti garage sale every summer. And I think last year, I want to say they raised over $25,000 and that goes straight to the orphans. We also do a craft fair twice a year and that yields, you know, several $1,000s to help with the kids. And I think that is a great thing because our church helps out also, but over in that area, I think it's great because we do advertising through TV and advertising through radio and through newspaper. So we're getting the word out that way, not only the event, but people see that and it's a really cool event. Also through Manuka Bible Church, I think it's just all of our team. You know, we have a huge team that goes every year and just us talking about it and posting stuff on our Facebook page. And, you know, I think I have so many friends that just come up to me and say, you know, are you going to Haiti this year? I've got stuff for you, or I'm praying for you, or what can I do? And I have people that don't even believe that are asking me, hey, what can, you know, my daughter's Girl Scout troop do or whatever. I think a lot of it is word of mouth, and I think a lot of it is just showing people and talking about it and showing people that you care and, you know, love those people. And I think ways to help is support a missionary. Support somebody that's going that has the heart but might not have the finances. That's huge. Some people have the time, but they don't have the money. Another way is, get a hold of Don Shire. Go to his website, look at what he has on there. I mean, it's incredible. And I think prayer is huge too. Pray for the missionaries that go to all of these areas. Pray for their safety, and pray that when we're away from families that we don't feel heavy that we're away from families, but help us to do our mission and accomplish our mission without feeling like we're taking away. The first time I went, it was such a great trip for me. We all got really close as people, but I think it was just the serenity I felt when I was there. You think, oh, Haiti, you go down there and there's so much destruction, and there's so much just stuff is not, what we have here in America. But it's funny how it's so simple, but you feel comfortable. I can remember sitting when we were building the church, and we were sitting, and one of the floors of the church was the house that used to be there, but it was no longer there because of the earthquake. And you could see the tile floor and the marble floor and how pretty it was. And I remember just laying down and looking at the mountains and closing my eyes and just like taking it all in. And it was just peaceful. And you could just unplug and you could get to meet people. And what's funny is even if you can't speak to them in their language, there's hugs, there's body language, there's working together. There's just so many ways and gestures that they've shown us love when we've been there. And I just had to go back the next time. I loved being with the kids. I loved playing with the kids. And the people that are at the orphanage, they have so much to do during the day, and they just can't be there so much, every day, just love on every kid. And we can go and love on every kid every day because it gives us time, And when I left, I'm like, I know I'm going back. And then the second time I went back, it really hit me that, yeah, we're going there and we're doing all of this work, but we're also building relationships. And it doesn't matter if you speak the language or not. The Sunday after church, there was a woman who had worked with us on the first trip building the church. And after church service this last time, I hadn't seen her in 2 years. She came running up to me and gave me the biggest hug. And it just hit me that she remembered me from that trip. And I was just thinking, we're building bonds down here. And so these people, they want us to come. They expect us to come. And she showed me all around the church, the new school. She showed me all around her house. And then I talked to her son who did speak English, and we, made sure to tell him to take care of his mom. But then when we left, she ran over to the car and gave us a huge bag of oranges. This is somebody who lives in a little hut giving us a gift. And it's just, that's how those people are. They are so loving and giving. And anytime somebody comes to share, the love of Jesus, you can tell that they have it just like we do, because they just, they care. And so when I left that last trip, I thought, wow, we have to go back, because these people, it's kind of our job. It's our mission to make sure they're okay, to check on them every year, to, make them feel like people aren't giving up on them and people do care. I think the biggest thing is we talk about this a lot at Minooka Bible Church, is that people always get so hung up on going on missions, and it's overseas and it's far away, and it doesn't have to be a big deal. I never thought ever that I would go on a mission trip, and I went one time, and I tell you what, it's life-changing. And if you have a chance to go even on one trip, and letting money or whatever get in the way, I had a good friend tell me one time that if it's God's will, it's God's bill. And I tell you what, this last time it definitely was God's will and God's bill, because He provided in ways that I could not have imagined. So I want people to open their hearts and realize that, and being a missionary doesn't mean that you have to do it all the time. It doesn't mean an extreme trip, Just open your hearts and listen and take advantage of situations that you can do. Well, what happened was this year I wanted to go to Haiti, and I decided I didn't want to go at first. I said, I'll let other people go. I've already been twice. And then my husband came home from men's Bible study, and one of our other friends that had gone on the trips was wondering why I wasn't going, and we told him it was just financial, and he's like, well, she has to go. So my husband came home and said, you have to go. Like, it's never been more clear to me. And I said, well, you just lost your job. I don't work. I stay home with my kids. How am I going to make it work? So I called Mike Tackberry from Judson Church, and I said, hey, pray for me. I've got a big obstacle ahead of me. I've got 2 months to raise the money, and I don't know what to do. And he goes, call me tomorrow. So I called him the next day, and he said, you know, we didn't put the Christmas stuff from the Haiti garage sale they had. So all the holiday stuff they had, it's just too much. So they were going to do a separate sale. So they didn't put that at the Haiti garage sale. He said, I talked to some people at the church, and we want to donate all these items to you to have your own garage sale and see if that can help pay for your trip. And I thought, wow, that's a lot of work. I'm not sure if that's going to fly. I said, I'll call him tomorrow. Well, then I get on Facebook and notice that the garage sales for our community were that weekend. And I thought, So I'm offered all this stuff on a Monday. Thursday, the citywide garage sales start. So I called my in-laws, who have a bigger garage than I do, and said, can I use it? They said yes. So I spent the next 2 days hauling truckloads of stuff from Joliet over to Minooka to have this garage sale. Got everything set up, and it paid for at least 2/3 of my trip. So it was really cool to me, and actually I cried on the way home because from picking up the stuff, because I thought, wow, another church who kind of knows me from helping out with their things, but they believe in me enough to go with my church to Haiti that they were just like, take this stuff. You know, they could have used it for their own personal stuff, but they did not. They gave it to me and let me use it for my mission trip. So.
If you know of a ministry that we need to know about, please give us a call, 888-641-8606, or take a look at our website, revelationstv.org.